Hi everybody. I hope y'all being safe out there. It's me, Tracy, again. I hope you're wearing your mask. Okay? You know Rona is out there. All right now. Um, I would like for you to like by hitting the thumbs up button, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit the bell, and that is the notification button so that you will be notified whenever I upload a video. This platform will be used to empower you, inspire you, and inform you. I get all my information from reliable sources, such as specialists, professionals, and vetted entities. So let's break bread, and it's gonna be good today, y'all. Okay. Today, of course, is Mother's Day, and so our title on today is "Moms Are Priceless Treasures," and it's so true. We are. And I would like to get a shout out to Blair White, who did all of this, y'all. She did that. My daughter Clara, she sent me a text with an address and told me to be there at 10 o'clock. So I was like, okay, let me call her and see what's going on. So I called Clara. I said, okay, what's going on, Clara? She said, Mom, you getting your makeup done, so be there at 10 o'clock. I said, okay, no problem. And also on yesterday, I got a back facial. If you never had a back facial, it is the bomb, y'all. You will go to sleep. It's just so soothing and relaxing and all the above. And I got a facial, so I will be glowing on today. And the young lady that did my facial and back facial, her name is Ebony Mason. So look her up, y'all. Look both of these young ladies up. They do a wonderful job. Blair White and Ebony Mason. Okay, as a mother, I just want to say that our job, we do so much. We have to wear so many hats. So we have to be sort of kind of like chameleons. We have to transform, just like Transformers. We have to be this, that, and the third, all the above. And one of the hats that we wear, we can say we're nurses. Whenever somebody is sick in the house, or fall, or scrape, or have some type of boo-boo, who they run to? They run to us. So we have to know what to do. We are counselors, telling folks what to do, letting people know where they need to be, this, that, and the third. Detectives, if something happened in the house, we pretty much know what child did it. Yeah, you did it. He did it. We'll call the name out. I already know who did it. Cheerleader. The parents, sometimes when we go to the game, I just want to watch a game. But we know when a parent has a child on the team because their parents, well, I'm going to say some parents, act a fool. Yeah, act a fool. They talking to the coach, they talking to the child, and all the above. But she's still being a cheerleader. That's what we do. We gonna let it be known. Whether you're good or you're bad, we still gonna cheer. We finance our habits and big ideas. And I can say with my daughter Clara at one time she wanted to be a clothes designer. So I went out and bought, I went out and bought her a little sewing machine and some fabric, and she was dealing, a little bit in some of her clothes, that she was gonna throw away anyway. And the next thing I knew, I was like, oh, that's cute, this, that, and the third. And I go, and she started tearing up other clothes. I'm like, clothes, I just bought that. And I'm like, I'm trying to be supportive. But you know what, being a single mother, our money is kind of tight. But my child, she lost her mind. I said, man, you can tie-dye, and anything that you're going to not wear, I don't mind. But anything I just bought, leave it alone. Okay? Then she went from that to, I want to be a female bodybuilder. I was like, okay, all right, I'm going to support you. because mom's a cheerleader, right? We want our children to be all that they can be. So I went to Books A Million and I bought her this book, How to Diet to Get a Lean Body, because she didn't want to be muscular. I even reached out to certain people so that they can give her tips and, what she could do to get ahead of the game a little bit. And then that turned around to cosmetology, which fits her very, very, very well. She's doing very good in cosmetology. So I'm very proud of her on that. Okay. Today has been a blessing for me. As you see, sitting here, I did bring my flowers out just to show y'all. I did receive flowers. I've gotten texts, calls, and I've gotten cards, candy, and I always tell Clara, you really don't have to give me anything, but she know I love cherry berries. Oh, I love them things. I can't. Oh, I just love cherry berries. So I get that, I know, at least 2 or 3 times a year. And so I thank her for that. Thank you so much. And the first person I want to honor today is my mom. My mom is no longer here. Some mother days, when it comes along around this year, some years to me is better than others. I don't know. Sometimes some years I'm just in my feelings, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm the only person that goes through that. And I think the buffer is that I'm a mother now. So it sort of takes my mind, away from the day. But I thank God for the time that He did give me with her, because she was a mother. She was that. And so to give a face to go along of who I'm talking about, I did get some pictures. I got our family album out, and so I got some pictures to show you of her so you'll know who I'm talking about. Her name is Clara Dean Sutherland. Some people know her by Bama. Now, in this picture here, I don't know how old she was. She could have been 10, 11, 12, I don't know. This picture here, I can see it, this picture here, she was a teenager. She was finna get ready to graduate from high school. And this picture here, one of her co-workers took that picture of her. And that's the only picture we have when she was at work. So we knew, she worked at Champion in Cortland when it was operating. And that was her last job. That's where she was working when she passed. And this is her. This is like one of the last pictures that we have of her before she passed. And she passed Friday, October the 8th, 1992. She had aggressive breast cancer. And some of the things that I can share with you about my mom is that we stayed, when I was young, at 619 13th Avenue Northwest. And in the 80s, we had real cold winters. I mean, when snow was on the ground, it stayed on the ground for a week. You could go out there and build your snowman, and when you wake up the next morning, it was out there. You're going to see your snowman. She would catch some of the snow and she would make ice cream. So that was like one of the things that we enjoyed, me and my brothers enjoyed her making ice cream. One of the other things she used to do for me, that is, I have never been a real big meat eater. So when she would cook spaghetti, she would put my noodles and sauce in another pan to the side, separated from everybody else's. Also, I didn't eat, chicken. I mean, I just really wasn't a big meat eater. But, I did snack or did the sides, corn or cornbread, something like that. But I just didn't like to eat a lot of meat. So that's what she would do for me. And then, let's see here. Another thing she would do for us as a mother, just like, let's say, cheese toast. Some of us will want crust or ends on the toast. Some of us may not want the ends on. Some of us may want the want it cut in half, or some may want extra cheese. And she was just a mother that accommodated everyone. And so those are the things that I want to share with you of my mom. And we miss her, and her and my brothers, I know as well. Today they're thinking about her as well. And today I just want to dedicate also to all the moms and the soon-to-be moms, and those that take up the responsibility of being a mother. It truly takes a village to raise a child. Today, I do want to honor a female by the name of Patricia Harris. She worked for the U.S. government, and she has passed now, but she did a great job. She was like one of the first. In 1965, President Lyndon Johnson chose Patricia Harris to become the U.S. ambassador to Luxembourg. She was the first African American woman named as an American envoy. Let me put my glasses on, y'all. Okay. Here. And Patricia Roberts Harris represents two firsts. She was the first black woman to serve in a president's cabinet, and the first black to serve as secretary in two cabinet posts. In 1977, President Jimmy Carter appointed her to his cabinet as Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. In 1979, she was appointed to Secretary of Health and Human Services. In 1982, Patricia Harris was appointed a full-time professor at the George Washington National Law Center, a position she served in until her death on March the 23rd, 1985. And so with that, I'm going to talk about myself a little bit, about me being a mom. Being a mother, I was a young mother of 22. And my daughter just sort of kind of made me softer around the edges a little bit. And when I say softer around the edges, what I mean is, for example, like in my room, I don't like anyone going in my things or touching my things. And she would, go in my lotions, go in my perfume. And I would ask her, did you do that? And she'd be like, I don't remember. Okay. Well, the only people here is me and you. So if it wasn't me, I know it was you. Okay. You see my stuff. Don't go in my stuff. And then when it comes to money, I can tell somebody no, I don't got it. But with her, it was more or less like, no, I'm not giving you that. You don't need it. And then, I turn around and give it to her and tell her, don't ask me for nothing else. So those are one of the things that, I guess, talk about being a mom. I can also say that she wasn't someone that I just had to. Another one of the things I can say about Clara, I guess, growing up, is that, for instance, me picking her up from school, she would always talk. My child, she's just, a parent knows a child. My child has always talked, and she's still the same way. She don't meet a stranger. She gonna talk. But when she was in school, there was always a teacher coming to the car, send a nice little note about her talking. And so, every day I would pick her up and I would say, Clara, how was your day? And if she had a note, she was kind of quiet, I guess she was going to say, how can I going to add this in? How am I going to, tell my mama, got to give you this. So, it would be for talking. And so I was like, but Clara, I said, now, hold on. I said, you was talking again. Everybody was talking, Mom. But I'm asking, was you talking? Everybody was talking. I said, Clara, was you talking? Yes, Mom. Everybody was talking. Those moments, that's what I remember. And also, when she got to Austin, there was Colonel Walker. And Colonel Walker was a heaven sent because he sort of gives structure, right down the line. This is what it is. You're not going to wave on this side or that side. You're going to get it right. And his motto was no excuses. And that really, I can say, gave Clara structure because, they had to show him their report cards. So, it wasn't like I kept up with what she got there in the third, but he sort of kept up with when the report cards came in, so I would know that kind of thing. So he was very present in the cadets' lives. They just wasn't in there. They was getting structure. Okay, we're back, and now I'm gonna let my daughter Clara talk about me.
So the first thing I want to say is thank you for giving me a Mother's Day gift. She had gave me a gift for a step-in mom. I'm not married, but I do play a role in Miss Riley's life. That's my boyfriend's child. So, and I appreciate that.
You deserve it.
So I want to talk about the things that you taught me in life, like some of the things that you taught me.
Okay.
So one of the things was how to live life to the fullest.
Yes.
I love that one. How to cook spaghetti.
Okay.
That was we eat it almost once a week.
Okay. She telling off on me, y'all.
How to read people.
Yes.
How to read people, you taught me that. And never to depend on a man. It's good to have one, but you always taught me never to depend on no man for anything. Right. And not to put all your eggs in one basket.
True.
Yeah. Those are the things that I took heed to.
Okay, and I'm glad. And you continue to do that. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because when you depending on whatever the situation is, you want to have 2 or 3 avenues to move in. And sometimes, you don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing,
And also, I just want to add in there, those whoopings.
Here we go again. Oh my God. Listen. Cut.
No, we're going to keep it going.
No, we're not.
We're going to keep it going.
Clara. What? Stop.
Yeah, those whoopings.
People going to think that I traumatized you.
Switches.
People going to...
switches and belts. High shoes. Y'all understand me on that level. If we didn't get those whoopings, we won't be the people that we are today. We deserve those whoopings. Because y'all heard how she was when I was talking. You know.
But
y'all caught it. I used to get in
reason
trouble.
I see,
and I had to get structured by ROTC.
Okay, Claire. All right. The reason, my child, just like a lot of kids that look like her and me, some kids you can talk to, and they'll get somewhere and sit down. My child knows I would say her name, Clara, 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 Clara. I would be saying Clara all the days long.
We ain't have to say
But it comes a time that you have to do what you have to do. And I did that.
Sure did.
And it served me well.
But didn't y'all just hear?
But I'm saying zip it because I don't want people to portray me as being a mom. Those that may not understand, because we're on YouTube, so I don't want anyone
abusive. She was not
to start making comments and thinking that
she was not
I was
abusive.
Over the top, and I wasn't. No. She only got spankings or
we
punishment,
the family that believes in spankings
when she needed it. So we must clarify that.
I was not a time out baby. I was not.
She wasn't. You know,
I
you're gonna
also-
do what your mom or somebody that's grown say, or.
But I learned structure. I learned to respect my elders.
That's right. Amen.
I still talk.
Okay.
I think that that's just a given. I'm gonna talk.
Yes.
So, but
Okay.
yeah.
And let's move on. I want to give thanks to Clara, the babysitters, and the people that was part of my village. And I call these people my anchor people. You know, they was there for me when I went to work. She was fed and taken care of, and I knew that she was out of harm's way. And so doing that, I do just want to say thank you to all of them. And so I'm going to start with the list, and I'm going to let Clara sort of put her input into what she want to say with her experience, sis. Okay, the first name we're going to go with is Miss Flowers. She's no longer with us, but she is well remembered.
My thing I want to say about her, I used to love going over there just because of her playground. She had a big playground, and I just loved to just go over there and just basically get lost in there. And I also loved her cooking.
And I remember Miss Flowers. One time I went over there, she was telling me about the kids. You know, sometimes when you drop your kids off to the daycare, they tell your business. But Miss Flowers was one of the ones that would tell them to, no, don't tell your mama business, baby. Shh. Now, not saying that everybody do that, but Miss Flowers, she did. You know, if they was running off at the mouth telling stuff that they didn't need to tell, she would tell them, zip it, don't do that. The next person I want to talk about is Miss Viola.
Miss Viola, I loved her red velvet cakes. And she had a grandson named Cameron, and we just play basketball and just have fun. I had fun over there.
And Miss Viola, she also kept me and my two younger brothers and her two daughters as well. They kept us, Janice and Renee. Coretta is a cousin of mine.
Oh Lord, Jesus, allergies. I love going over there. Her daughter Sierra, she used to pinch my cheeks all the time. I ain't really liked it, but I got used to it. And her son Derek, we would fight about everything. When I say everything, over noodles, over basketball, over who gonna sit here, who gonna have a remote, who what channel. They was family, of course, but they were more like my siblings.
Okay.
So.
And Teeny and Eloise, which are my older aunts, great aunts.
I used to like going over there because it was always they was gonna be cooking. You don't know what they gonna cook, but you know they gonna cook, and I was ready to eat. So I love going over there.
And my brothers, Derek and John, used to also keep Clara. And sometimes even if she was at a babysitter's house, they would go over and just pick her up so that they could spend time with her. And so I appreciate that. Thank you. What you got to say about your uncles?
Honey, Derek and John. Derek was like a father figure, and John, he was like older brother. But with both of them, I can say I got my way with everything. If whether I wanted to go skating, wanted to go Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, wherever I wanted to go, whatever I wanted to do, and whatever I wanted. That's pretty much what I got from them.
Okay.
So I loved it. And them spending time with me, I loved it too.
And Miss Cynthia?
Oh, that was my grandma. Oh, Jesus. Grandma could cook. I always was going over there just to get on her nerves or seeing what she got in them pans. When I got in trouble, I still would go over there because I knew that I wasn't going to get in that much trouble with her. I was going to get my way. She was going to kind of like put the icing on the cake, and I wouldn't get no whooping with her if it went to her first. But if it went to her first, yeah, I would have to call somebody.
Hi.
Yeah.
Miss Cassie, she was a lady that I worked with, and she also played a role in Clara's life, in both our lives. She was one of the older females in my life that I've talked about in another video about just, God has always had a older female in my life after my mom passing, and she was one of those females, and I just appreciate Miss Cassie. Even after she retired, she still was a part of me and Clara's life. She would call and check on us. We would visit her. She would visit us. And so, what are your thoughts and what you remember about Miss Cassie?
Always going to church. We
Yes.
would go to church. If it was Bible study, if it was just because they needed her there, it didn't matter. We was going to go to church, and I was going to be there. She didn't have no Wi-Fi, and I had a phone, and I couldn't do nothing. So I had to be creative, and she didn't have no younger kids. So, but I was always under grown folks. So,
Yeah.
But either way it go, I still hear from her.
Yeah. Keisha and Katrina, they also are my cousins. They're sisters.
One is strict and the other one is not. Keisha is my godmama, and now the things that I know now, I know she did it out the kindness of her heart, and she was being. I had to have structure either way because I was a young child. She would put my phone when time to go to sleep. She put my phone on the kitchen counter, and we would have to go to sleep. I was like, why I can't have my phone? What you need your phone for if you're going to sleep? What you need it for? It was like stuff like that. She would make me do my homework before anything. I didn't like that, but I had to do it. Had to get it over with. But Katrina, she would go out and we would play. She had younger kids, so we would go play and have fun, and she'd get out there with us.
Okay.
And I look.
Okay. Teresa.
With Miss Teresa, I love traveling with her. Her older kids, they didn't really like going places like going to the mall, or when she go out of town, they didn't really like going with her because they just wanted to stay home. I was that one that wanted to go, so she always had somebody to go with her.
Okay. And last but not least is Miss Karen.
Oh, my second family. Till this day, they still support me within everything that I do, like hair and stuff. But I love going over there. I know for a fact I can go there right now and be like, Mom, what is you doing? That was like my second moment. Like, what is you doing? And she gonna be like, child, what is you doing in my kitchen? Get out of my kitchen. Stuff like that. So,
Okay. And with that, I hate to say, y'all, but it comes to an end. So the last thing I want to leave y'all with is the verse of the day. And let's see here. The verse of the day comes from Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 31. Chapter 31 and verse 31. And it reads as such. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. So, what my thoughts on this verse is, when your mom or a female in your life is giving and putting positive things and giving you tools and just great direction, give her the fruit of her hands. She doing it now. Don't be crying and sobbing when she dead. If she's out here making it happen for you, you give her them flowers. You go call her and tell her, I'm just thinking about you. How you doing? Everybody want to be appreciated. And, not just on one day. This is a day that man has made to honor your mother. But you honor that mother, your mother, every day. Because some of us don't have our mamas. I would love to call my mama and say, how you doing? Or to touch her hand or her cheeks. or look her in the eyes. And yes, you may have storms every now and then, but that person is there, breathing, is there, regardless of what's going on. And if you have your little spat, just trust and believe. A mama's gonna be there when nobody is there. If she's out there in the rain and cold all by herself, she gonna be there. You hear me? If she the only one there, she gonna be there. And she gonna have something to say. So honor your mothers. Honor that female or those females in your life that you just could not see yourself without. Because that's all that matters. Family. Embrace that. Don't wait till it's too late. Because sometimes God give us those chances and we just say, well, I'll do it another day, or I'll do it such and such day. Excuse me, y'all. Still getting calls.
That's still a blessing.
Yes, Lord. So, give her the works of her hands. And then the last part of that verse says, and let her own works praise her in the gates. That's what that is all about. She's doing the work, and a mama does it selflessly. She's not looking for no payment. You can't pay her. You cannot pay a mama for what all she does. It's priceless, but we're built for it. We know what is needed and what we should do for each child. Each child is different, and you know what each child needs. And so we're able to maneuver that in our daily lives to give everybody what they need and keep it moving. And even ourselves. Sometimes we do forget ourselves, but you won't see it in our family. I bet you that. And so with that, I just want to say that I love you. I love all of you. And have a blessed Mother's Day.